Good afternoon. We're going to look at balancing equations 9 and 10 from today's lab. The first one has solid mercury 2 oxide breaks down when heated, forming the elements mercury and oxygen. So if we think about mercury, we know that that formula is Hg. And it's telling us that we have a +2 charge on mercury. We know that our oxide most commonly has a -2. So we can put those two together and make HgO. And it's breaking down to form mercury, which is Hg, a metal, and oxygen. Now we know oxygen can't be by itself, it needs a buddy, so we're going to say O2. So now we need to balance this chemical equation. When we look at our reactants and our products, we have our mercury, and we have our oxygen, and at the beginning we have one on each side. But then I have one oxygen on the reactant side, but two on the product side. So what I need to do is add a coefficient in front of my mercury to make that 2. Then I also need to change the coefficient in front of the mercury on that side to make it 2. So now I have 2 mercury 2 oxides and 2 mercury plus oxygen. And that is balanced. Let's look at question number 10. Here we have sodium metal reacts with water vapor in air to form solid sodium hydroxide and hydrogen. So if we look at sodium, that's going to be sodium. And we're taking water. And that's forming sodium hydroxide and hydrogen. Now we know that hydrogen likes to have a buddy, so we're going to have H2 there. So now let's look at our reactants and products. We know we have sodium, and we have our hydrogen and our oxygen. If we look at sodium, we have 1 on each side, so that's balanced. If I look at my hydrogen, I have 2 on the reactant side, but I have 3 on the product side. If you look at the hydrogen over here, this always has to come in pairs of 2, but this comes by itself. So let's look at making this a multiple of 2, because here the hydrogen always comes in multiples of 2. I'm going to change that as well. So here we're going to have 4 hydrogens, and here I'm taking 2 hydrogens plus 2 more hydrogens to make us 4 hydrogens. Here I'm going to have 2 oxygens. And over here I also have 2 oxygens. And if I look at the beginning, here I also have 2 nitrogens now. So I need to go back and change this to a 2. So now I have 2 nitrogens there. So what I have is 2 sodium plus 2 water forms 2 sodium hydroxide plus 1 hydrogen gas. Those are questions 9 and 10 from today's lab. Have a great day. Bye-bye.